back to the channel, everyone. Lockie here from TheGearChange, and today we're diving into a topic that's guaranteed to get every car enthusiast's hearts racing: V10 engines. From the screaming notes of a Lamborghini to the brute power of the Dodge Viper, these engines have given us some of the most iconic sounds in automotive history. I've handpicked what I think are the best sounding V10s out there, so buckle up and get ready for an auditory journey you won't forget. Let's get into it. Kicking off the list is the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Its 5.2 litre naturally aspirated V10 is more than just an engine, it's a symphony of power and precision. Producing 631 horsepower and revving up to an ear-piercing 8,500 RPM, this engine doesn't just perform, it sings. What makes it even more special is the use of Lamborghini's patented ALA, Aerodynamica Lamborghini Attiva system, which allows the Performante to slice through air with precision. This V10 pairs its high-pitched howl with sheer force, rocketing the car from 0 to 100 km an hour in just 2.9 seconds. It's the kind of sound that makes your heart race, whether you're behind the wheel or just watching it fly by. The Lexus LFA is often described as a car built around its engine, and for good reason. This 4.8-litre V10, co-developed by Yamaha, was designed to rev faster than any human reaction, reaching its 9,000 RPM redline in just 0.6 seconds. The sound it creates is utterly unique, often compared to an F1 car's high-pitched scream. With 553 horsepower, it's not just about the noise, the performance is equally breathtaking, taking just 3.6 seconds to hit 100 km an hour. What's fascinating is that this engine is so light and compact, it actually weighs less than a traditional V8. Combine that with the car's lightweight carbon fiber construction and you get a driving experience that feels otherworldly. No wonder it's considered one of the greatest V10s ever made. The Porsche Carrera GT's 5.7-litre V10 is a legend in its own right, with roots in motorsport. Originally developed as a Le Mans prototype engine, it found a second life in one of the most iconic supercars of all time. Producing 603 horsepower and revving to 8,400 RPM, the Carrera GT delivers a raw, unfiltered driving experience. Its sound is a mechanical orchestra, an aggressive growl at low revs that evolves into a piercing wail as you climb the rev range. What's unique about the Carrera GT is its lack of modern driving aids, like traction control, making it a true driver's car. And that sound, it's the perfect blend of race car and road car, earning its place on this list. BMW's S85 engine, found in the E60 M5 and E63 M6, is the brand's only V10 to date, and it's an absolute masterpiece. This 5-litre naturally aspirated engine produces 500 horsepower and revs to an astonishing 8,250 RPM, delivering a sound that's both sophisticated and savage. Inspired by BMW's Formula One technology, the S85 was a technical marvel, featuring individual throttle bodies and an 8,250 RPM redline. It turned the M5 into a 4-door supercar capable of 0 to 100 km an hour in just 4.7 seconds. The engine's high revving nature and linear power delivery make it a joy to drive, while the sound it produces, especially with an aftermarket exhaust, is nothing short of intoxicating. The Dodge Viper ACR represents the brute force of American engineering. Its 8.4-litre V10 is the largest on this list, churning out 645 horsepower and an earth-shaking 600 pound-feet of torque. This engine doesn't scream, it roars, with a deep guttural growl that commands attention. The ACR, or American Club Racer, took the Viper's raw power and refined it for the track, breaking lap records at circuits around the world. What's fascinating is that despite its size and power, the V10 remains relatively simple in design, staying true to the Viper's roots as an unfiltered driving machine. If you want pure, unadulterated sound and performance, the Viper ACR delivers in spades. The Audi R8's 5.2-litre V10 is a perfect blend of performance and usability. Producing up to 610 horsepower in the V10 Plus variant, it's essentially the same engine found in the Lamborghini Huracan, but with a slightly different character. The R8's exhaust note is a mix of refinement and excitement, smooth at low revs but ferocious when pushed to its 8,700 RPM limit. What's remarkable about the R8 is how it combines supercar performance with everyday usability, making it one of the most versatile cars on this list. Whether you're carving up mountain roads or cruising through the city, the R8's V10 soundtrack is always a highlight. The Gallardo marked Lamborghini's first venture into V10 engines, and they nailed it right from the start. Its 5-litre naturally aspirated V10 produced 500 horsepower in its early models, later growing to 562 horsepower in the LP560-4. The sound is pure Lamborghini, raw, aggressive, and unmistakable. The Gallardo was Lamborghini's best-selling car for years, thanks in no small part to its engine. Whether you're revving it from a standstill or blasting down the highway, the Gallardo's V10 delivers a symphony of mechanical music that's impossible to forget. something a little different, the Volkswagen Touareg's 5-litre V10 TDI. It may be a diesel, but this engine produces a sound that's both deep and menacing. With 308 horsepower and a massive 553 pound-feet of torque, it was designed to tow heavy loads while delivering serious performance. In fact, the Touareg's V10 TDI famously towed a Boeing 747 in a publicity stunt, showcasing its immense power. The growl of this engine might not be as high-pitched as the others, but its unique tone earns its spot on this list.
I see.
And there you have it, the best-sounding V10 engines ever made. From the high-pitched wail of the Lexus LFA to the deep rumble of the Viper. These engines prove why the V10 is so special. Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more car content. This is Lockie from TheGearChange, signing off, and I'll catch you in the next one.